Hey guys, so I know I just did a video about church hurt, and this is kind of like part two, if you will. When we're talking about being members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, there are definitely high morals and standards that are put out there. I think we all know that. But one thing that I was thinking about is when I was a young woman and in Young Women's, I had some of my leaders that would give me their opinion as to what I was wearing. When I became 18 and went into Relief Society and, came back from my first year of college, I had people give me unsolicited advice as to how many piercings I had in my ear, when I got my tattoos, the ones that you could see. I had them give me their unsolicited advice with regards to that. We get it, right? That we have morals and standards in our church. I think every church, every Christian faith has morals and standards, whether they are putting them forth on a daily basis at church or in their lifestyle or if they're just written down. But I feel like we need to be very careful when we are positioning our own opinions on someone else, specifically kids, young adults. Rather than you going to that child and telling them whatever it is and possibly embarrassing them, possibly making them feel or having them feel like they are less than, not worthy, etc. Go to their parent. My mom always told me when me and my little sister were young, she said, I look at you before you leave the house. So if you're leaving the house with whatever it is that you have on or whatever piercings you have in your ears or whatever the case may be, I'm letting you leave the house like that. So if somebody has a problem with that, they need to come to me. So whenever we had anyone that came to us directly about our attire or what they felt was inappropriate, my mom was like, you tell them, go talk to my mom. What we don't realize when we go to these young adults and when we say things that we think are just, oh, well, the church doesn't believe that you should have blah, blah, blah. We could be adding to a child's misery or pain or self-limiting belief. And we're not understanding what their capacity is to hold that information and to understand that information and to process that information. Number one, I think we need to really stay in our own lane. But number two, if you really feel like you need to say something, go to that child, that young adult's parent. Say it to them. They're the ones that allow their child to come out of the house like that to church. If it's your opinion, and even if it's not your opinion, even if it is doctrine, that's not on you to discuss. We don't realize when our words hurt, but words hurt, and words stay up here, where anyone can continuously ruminate on that thought and then also make it align to what they already feel as limiting beliefs that they hold themselves. I think we really need to protect our children, our young adults. We don't want to be adding more negativity to someone's life. So just a thought.